Dear friends of good karma, let me tell you about a man of fortune today, surnamed Li, a wealthy merchant with riches beyond measure and servants at his beck and call. On his 50th birthday, his mansion was ablaze with lanterns and filled with guests, all bearing gold and silver gifts, shouting, "May your fortune be as vast as the East Sea, your life as long as the southern mountain." Standing on a high platform, he grinned ear to ear, thinking, "This life's worth it, I've got a destiny of riches." But who could have guessed? The next morning, a fire swallowed half his wealth, and his only son fell from a horse outside the city, breaking his leg. By the time they brought him back, he was barely breathing. Half a month later, Li lay on his sickbed, staring at the gray sky outside, tears streaming down, muttering, "This wealth was a dream gone in a blink. I look at this tale and can't help but sigh." The Buddha said long ago, "If you see all forms as non-forms, you'll see the Tathagata." What's that mean? Everything in this world, wealth, glory, joy, or sorrow, is fleeting like dew or lightning. So many of us chase fame and fortune, only to realize when impermanence knocks that we've been lugging a mountain of gold while letting the lamp in our hearts flicker out. This Li wasn't short on blessings, he just didn't see through it. If he'd tasted impermanence sooner, he might not have trapped himself in that illusion of me. Tell me, haven't you too had days when you were so proud you forgot to look up at the sky? Don't rush off, this is just the start. The wisdom ahead will truly open your eyes. Attaining the Tao and awakening, such lofty terms, right? But did you know these two aren't the same thing? Attaining the Tao means your body, words, and mind sync up with the natural order, like wind rustling leaves or water flowing over stones. Smooth, no resistance. Awakening, though, is when you grasp those rules and catch sight of your true heart. Some folks pick up a few Buddhist lines, chant amidst a couple times, and reckon they're enlightened. I see them and think, ain't that like a kid waving a stick, calling it a sword? Others stumble onto the Buddhist truth but don't even realize it, standing on a gold mine thinking it's just dirt. In Buddhism, they say everything leaves traces, and those who awaken show a special glow. Guess what it is? I'll tease you a bit. Let's just say the teachings point to 3 states that sound simple but'll make you scratch your head to master. Take an old monk I heard of. A disciple asked, "Master, are you enlightened?" He chuckled, "I've just dropped a few stones off my back, that's all." Sounds light, doesn't it? But think, how many stones have you let go of? So, how far do you reckon you are from that awakening doorstep? Don't answer yet, there's more to hear. Friends, calming this heart isn't as easy as muttering. A quiet mind cools itself. The Buddha taught us to cultivate no self. And what's that? It's not wiping yourself out. It's stepping out of that tiny me bubble, not always spinning around your own gains and losses. The Taoist sages said the universe has its way, and if you flow with it, your heart widens naturally. Confucians? They talk of refining yourself and harmonizing your home. Keep your heart straight and your temper settles. Let me share a tale. Years back, there was a scholar, Zhang, brimming with book smarts, dead set on passing the imperial exams to honor his ancestors. But year after year he failed. His wife grumbled, his parents sighed, and he couldn't sleep, cursing heaven and earth. One day he met an old monk who asked, "Why's your heart so stormy?" Zhang snapped, "I'm striving for fame for my family, where's the wrong in that?" The monk smiled, handed him a bowl of water and said, "Look, is this water clear?" Zhang peered in, mud and silt swirled inside. The monk added, "When your heart's stuffed with stones, where's room for a clear spring?" This blend of Buddhist, Taoist, and Confucian wisdom tells you, the trick to a calm heart is letting go of that me obsession. The Diamond Sutra says, all forms are illusions. That fame and fortune, isn't it like flowers in a mirror, water under moonlight? Taoism says go with the flow, don't fight the heavens. Confucianism says tame yourself, don't wrestle your own soul. Chew on these three and the storms in your heart will quiet down. Tell me, isn't your heart muddy too, sloshing with too much weight? Don't nod just yet, the cure's coming up. Living long enough, who doesn't hit a snag? Family squabbles, career stumbles, love's ups and downs, money slipping through your fingers like sand. Look at life. It's a tangled mess, the more you pull, the tighter it knots, the more you panic. But ever thought the end of that mess is right in your own hands? I knew a guy, Wang, middle-aged, ran a little shop, business buzzing once. Then the pandemic hit, shop shuttered, debts piled up, wife threatened to leave, kid called him useless. He came to me bawling, tears soaking his shirt. Why's my luck so rotten? I asked, who's handing you this bad luck? He blinked, ain't it fate? I chuckled, fate's cause and effect. You keep clutching that me, who's to blame? Buddhism says clinging to me breeds trouble, drop it and your heart's free. If you can master not getting mad, letting go of self, and seeing the emptiness of it all, then family fights turn into smiles, career flops become steps up, love lost gets released, and money gone doesn't faze you. Bet you this, those three states can make your days light as a breeze. Don't believe me? Stick around, this next tale have you slapping your thigh. Friends, to taste true awakening, let's talk about Venerable Madhyana, a disciple of the Buddha with powers galore. His mother died and fell into the hungry ghost realm, skin on bones, wailing day and night. His heart broke like a snapped string. He used his powers to send her food, but it turned to burning coals at her lips. Desperate, he ran to the Buddha for help. The Buddha said, "Your mother's weighed down by greed, anger, and delusion from her past. You've got to let go of your self, offer kindness to the monks, and dedicate it to her." Madhyana did it, and she was freed from torment. Heart-wrenching, right? But hear the Buddha out. The Heart Sutra says, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. What's that? Everything, your body, mind, is empty, no fixed shape. The Diamond Sutra adds, let your mind arise without clinging. Keep grabbing at stuff and your heart's chained by desires and death. Why'd Madhyana save his mom? He dropped me and swapped it for compassion. Think about it. Why can't you stop family fights? Why can't you climb back from career falls? Why can't you let go of lost love? Isn't it that me stone crushing your chest? Taoism says govern by doing nothing. Confucianism says love others. Buddhism says all's impermanent. Together they shout, life's a play, birth, death, desires, meaning, all just scenes. Let go and you'll spot your real self. What are you chasing all your busy days for? Isn't the answer tucked in those two words, let go? Friends, we're all ordinary folks. Who hasn't tasted bitterness? I shut my eyes and see you there, brow furrowed. Maybe you fought with your spouse last night, or your business tanked, robbing you of sleep. Maybe a loved one's gone, and you're staring at an empty room, tears falling free. In that moment, your heart's ablaze, your back's weighed down, and you want to yell, Heaven, why's this unfairness mine? But think, why'd the Buddha preach no self? Not to erase you, but to pull you out of that fire, stop it from burning your reason away. Not angry, turns that fire to water, dousing it with kindness. The Dhammapada says, don't let anger birth anger. Let compassion birth compassion. Emptiness? It's showing you life's joys and woes are clouds, here then gone. See that and your heart's lamp lights up. I tell folks, step into someone else's shoes for a bit. Your wife snaps not at you but at fear of tough days. Your kid calls you useless not to hurt you but scared they've got no anchor. The Buddha's compassion lets you see their pain and warm it with a big heart. When you lain awake, craving a shred of peace. That lamp's right in your grip. Dear friends of good karma, we've laid out awakening's 3 states. No self, not angry, emptiness. These are like 3 keys unlocking not some far-off treasure, but the chains on your heart. Family chaos? No self smooths it out. Career crash? Not angry calms it down. Love lost, money gone? Emptiness lets you laugh. Life's births, deaths, desires, meanings, they're all spinning in cause and effect. Can't let go? You suffer. Let go? You're free. Buddhism says awakening isn't instant. It's like planting a tree 1 shovel at a time. Every bit of clinging you drop, every glimpse of impermanence you catch, steps you closer to that clarity. Family tangles, career woes, love's knots, money's flux, which isn't sparked by me? The Buddha said, know all things have no self and you'll see your true self. Sounds deep, but in daily life, it's about traveling light, not living like a martyr. Folks, if this chat sparks a light in your heart, give it a like, follow along. That's the karma keeping this Buddhist wisdom flowing. If no one vibes, these words might fade away. This bit of insight could get buried in the world's noise any moment. Follow quick, don't miss the next bit of fate. I'm curious, drop a line in the comments. Which of these 3 states feels toughest to master? Let's keep chatting next time. May your hearts glow with Buddha's light, your practice flow free. Amidst.